Alyssa Wong and Minku Jung team Aphra and Sana up with the unkillable bounty hunter Durge as they investigate what happened to Domina Tag's cousin, pitting them against an ancient deadly alien parasite that won't stop until they are all dead. Alyssa Wong continues her fun adventure into the War of the Bounty Hunters event by reintroducing the fan favourite character Durge into canon, and to do it in such a fun, action-packed way as well. I thoroughly enjoyed his whole existence in this issue was just about blowing shit up, something he did in the now legend Star Wars Republic and animated series, so for anyone worried they will do him any disservice, they do not. In classic Dr. Aphra fashion as well, she makes an enemy out of the hunter after double-crossing him, so I'm looking forward to round 2 between them later on in the event. Apart from the mostly action-orientated feel this book had, Alyssa does manage to provide us with some compelling stuff with Just Lucky and his partner Ariel, exploring their backstory a bit and the hard choices they're going to have to make regarding their former mentor, and even beginning the arc of pitting Lucky against Ariel, since I have to imagine that Lucky won't want to kill his mentor, but Ariel will try, forcing them to fight one another. Minku Jung continues to provide some really great looking artwork for the series, this time getting to reintroduce Durge into canon, but not change all too much about his design, but instead get to design some huge ass weapons for him and draw some really great looking action spreads of him just going to town on these alien parasites. Dr. Aphra issue 11 was an action-heavy tie-in issue that reintroduced a fan-favourite bounty hunter and just let him get to his violent work. But writer Alyssa Wong never forgot to include some compelling character arcs she's been building for the last couple of issues in her little corner of the galaxy far, far away. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10. Dr. Aphra issue 11 finds the passengers of the Opal Empress toasting with their host Ebann Drake, who knows in a few days the invitation he has will get them into the event of the century, and everyone will soon know their names. Drake has brought some exotic caviar, excited to try it as something begins cutting itself out of the shell. Aphra meanwhile is told not to fall asleep by Sana as they have found the cruiser Ebann is on. The Vault Cobra speeds towards the ship, and once aboard, the women find that everyone has been violently killed. Aphra isn't optimistic about finding Ebann alive, meaning that Domina will be furious since she wanted her cousin alive. Sana wants to look further into the ship as Aphra hears something skittering around, but it soon stops as the women move further into the ship, watched by some alien creatures from the vents. Heading to the quarters, they find more bodies but no Drake, and Aphra begins stealing from the bodies, looking to sell some of the stuff to wipe out some of her old debts. Sana gains access into a room only to find the dead Ebann. They find something has bitten off his tongue as well as a giant hole in his head. Aphra begins poking the strange dead creature on the man's leg as Sana knows that there is no way this was an accident and was probably one of Ebann's many enemies since Domina knew her cousin vanished after bragging about a big opportunity, so maybe he was running from one of these people. Aphra finds his invitation card knowing that he was running towards something, showing Sana that Crimson Dawn is back and he had an invitation to one of their meetings where they are offering up Han Solo to the highest bidder. On the Star Cruiser the Fleeting, Ariel tells Lucky that they need to be careful since every syndicate in the galaxy will be at the party to see Crimson Dawn, so hopefully they will be too distracted by Han Solo to notice them killing Cray. Lucky isn't listening though, telling Ariel that when Delphis wanted them to assassinate Cray since he's a traitor, but he has been loyal since they were kids. He wonders what happened to make Wen turn on the man as Ariel remembers Cray looking after them as kids. The man quickly says that Lucky left is what happened, but he knows the man probably was offered something he couldn't refuse. Ariel knows it doesn't matter since Cray made his choice and now he has to answer for it. He tells Lucky to get his head in the game since they will end up dead if he doesn't. Back aboard the Opal Empress, Aphra and Sana are confronted by the bounty hunter Durge, who says that this bounty belongs to him. Aphra thinks the hunter means her, but Durge says he's after Ebann Drake as well, prompting the women to say he can have what's left of him since they were leaving. Durge stops them with his huge cannon, saying that he was meant to be taken alive. Aphra tells them that they didn't kill him, or or anyone else on the ship, knowing Durge didn't kill the passengers either since his armor is too clean, and judging by his equipment, he's a very expensive bounty hunter and they don't waste time taking out entire ships for one target, so she wonders who did it. Aphra soon gets her answer as alien parasites descend from the roof. Aphra pushes past Durge, letting him get covered by the aliens as he blasts them apart, though the dead ones on the ground and in Aphra's hands spring back to life as well, causing her to throw the monster away, saying that she changed her mind and they can have it back. The three beings head to the kitchen as Aphra knows that she's seen these things before, realizing that they are cymotes, a parasite that lays eggs inside a living host and the larva eats its way out once it's mature. And once upon a time, they were a popular motif on ancient dinnerware. Aphra knows that they are supposed to be extinct and Durge knows he can help with that, but Aphra knows they are notoriously hard to kill. The hunter says that luckily so is he as he unsheathes a new cannon to deal with the parasites. Sana reminds him that they don't have big guns or armor and she wonders if he can kill them all while they tear into his armor like a can. She asks if the cymotes have a weakness and Aphra knows they do, since they are delicate under their shells, which is why most people ate them, but they are sensitive to atmospheric pressure changes, meaning they can blast them out the airlock. They just need to lure them there. Durge is already on it, opening the door and blasting his way into the hallway, telling the women to keep up. The team find the cymotes to be never-ending as they fight towards the airlock, with Durge getting tired of all of this. The hunter races through the airlock as Aphra pulls Sana out of the room, hitting the button and sealing the room. Durge says they can't do this since they had a deal, but Aphra isn't so sure about that as she spaces Durge and the cymotes, which all pop in the vacuum of space. Aphra says that she loves watching fireworks like that as Sana thinks that they need to get off the ship while they can before Aphra jettisons anybody else without warning. Aphra says that she solved their problem, and besides, Durge was notoriously hard to kill. Aboard the Inquisitor, Domina learns Ebann is dead and Crimson Dawn is back, finding that all rather intriguing. She says she always knew that Ebann's recklessness would lead to his untimely death, but she didn't think it would be this soon, finding it to be rather inconvenient. She gets Lappin to fill the vacancy in their operations, as she asks Aphra if she still has the Crimson Dawn invitation. Aphra does and thinks that she needs to bring it to the woman, but Domina says that she is sending her in Ebann's place, wanting Aphra and Sana to bring her as much information on Crimson Dawn's operation as they can, but they won't be their only competitors, since syndicates are like the Jakaran sharks and they can sense blood in the water, so they need to find out what they can and not get caught. Domina leaves Aphra to get to work, hoping she tries to at least enjoy the party.